Hello and very warm welcome once again to the Tex Express. In this important video, we shall be discussing an interesting issue from the GST point of view, and that is what are the GST implications on naturopathy, yoga and wellness centers and resorts. So stay tuned till the end of this video. On the issue whether GST will be applicable on services provided by naturopathy and wellness centers or not, there are mainly AAR and AAR rulings available across the country. These naturopathy, yoga and wellness centers usually provide their wellness packages to the clients, and usually those packages are residential in nature, wherein the clients who opt for their services are required to stay in their campus or resorts for a stipulated period of time to receive designated treatment along with recommended diet. Now the question is whether the services provided by these centers and resorts will be exempted under healthcare services or not. This issue has been majorly examined by the AAR and AAR so far. Let's take a look at how the AAR and AARs across the country have decided this issue and what is the view held by them. The leading case on this issue is the advance ruling delivered by the Uttarakhand AAR in the matter of Corbett Nature Reserve Nainital. In this case, the applicant sought an advance ruling as to whether the services run by the applicant would fall under healthcare services and are exempt from GST. In this case, the applicant was running a resort, namely Ahana the Corbett Wilderness, and an independent unit under the name of Ahana Naturopathy Center, wherein they are providing services in the nature of nature care and yoga therapies. On application by the applicant, the AAR held that the services provided by the applicant are not eligible for exemption under healthcare services, as the services rendered by them shall be composite supply, wherein the accommodation service will be the principal supply and all other supply will be incidental. Therefore, as per the provisions of composite supply, the services rendered by the applicant will be liable to GST as per the rate applicable on principal supply, that is accommodation service. In support of its decision, the AAR observed that the applicant's resort is open for all and does not qualify for being a clinical establishment for treatment in a recognized system of medicine and for an illness, injury, etc. as stipulated in the relevant exemption notification. Therefore, the advance ruling authority denied the benefit of exemption to the applicant. The applicant went into appeal before the AAR Uttarakhand, who upheld the view expressed by the AAR, and accordingly the applicant later moved to Uttarakhand High Court. The Honorable Uttarakhand High Court set aside the order of the AAR and remanded matter back to the AAR for fresh consideration. In another similar issue, in the matter of Nimba Nature Cure Village, the AAR Gujarat held a similar view and expressed that the applicant is not entitled to benefit of exemption under healthcare services in respect of services rendered by it. In this case, the applicant was one of the largest naturopathy centers in India, offering treatments of naturopathy, Ayurveda, yoga, etc. However, quite contrary to these notable rulings of the AAR Goa in the matter of Alcon Resorts Holdings Private Limited has held that the applicant qualifies to be a clinical establishment and the services rendered by it would qualify for exemption under healthcare services. In this case, the applicant was a company and was having a wellness center under the name of Devaya Ayurveda and Nature Care Center. In this center, they were providing services of diagnosis for skin problems, post-chemotherapy, obesity, lifestyle problems and orthopedic problems through naturopathy, Ayurveda and yoga. In this case, the AAR Goa held that the applicant qualifies for being a clinical establishment and principal supply would be healthcare services, even though patients were required to stay in their premises for receiving the customized treatment. It was accordingly held that the services rendered by them would fall under healthcare services and are exempt. So these are some of the prominent rulings so far on this issue. As we can see in GST regime, there are conflicting advance rulings in a number of cases, and we have seen that even on this issue, there are contrary rulings rendered by the AAR Uttarakhand, Gujarat and Goa. In Corbett Nature Reserve case, the AAR ruling has been challenged before the High Court and remanded back to them for fresh consideration. Thus, there is no finality on this issue in the absence of any High Court or Supreme Court judgment on merits and facts and circumstances of the case. My personal view is that in these cases it is to be seen what is the intention of the individuals availing these services, which in my view is to avail naturopathy treatment for a prescribed period of time for various body ailments. The intention is certainly not for accommodation, as these centers may look like luxury accommodations in some cases, but they are not meant for accommodation without treatment. As such, in my view, should not be equated with hotels, inns and guest house. Even if composite supply is to be applied, in my view, the principal supply is health care rather than accommodation. Do let me know what you think about these naturopathy and wellness centers in the comment box. Thank you and please subscribe the channel. Welcome.